If you're trying to keep up with AI, your newsfeed is probably just a total blur, right? It's all product launches, billion-dollar lawsuits, and wild predictions that all seem to contradict each other. It's fragmented, it's moving incredibly fast, and it's really hard to see the bigger picture. So in this explainer, we're going to connect those dots. We're going to take 10 of the most important recent events and weave them together into one single story about where this industry is really heading. So let's get right to the big question. With all this noise, where is the signal? I want you to think of the AI industry like a pond. A couple of massive stones get tossed in, and then the ripples just spread out, changing everything they touch. We're going to start with that initial splash, and we're going to follow those waves all the way to the shore. So let's go.
And yeah, that first giant splash, it's coming right from the top. The moves being made right now by the industry titans, we're talking OpenAI and Microsoft, are setting the course for literally everyone else. So first up is this huge move from OpenAI and Microsoft. They have fundamentally rewritten the rulebook of their partnership. And just to be clear, this isn't some minor tweak to a legal document. This is a massive strategic realignment that's going to have implications for the entire industry. Okay, so what does this actually mean? Well, this new deal completely flips the script on the power dynamic. Just look at the key shifts here. OpenAI can now become a full-blown for-profit company, which gives it the freedom to raise insane amounts of capital, maybe even an IPO down the line. And for Microsoft, this is a huge de-risking move. Under the old deal, if OpenAI achieved AGI, Microsoft's access would have been cut off. The new one, Microsoft keeps its access, period. It secures their multi-billion-dollar investment no matter what happens. This also means OpenAI isn't nearly as reliant on Microsoft anymore, and it's already opening doors to new partners, like their recent cloud deal with Oracle. But here's the thing you've got to understand. This restructuring isn't just about corporate paperwork. It is the foundation for a much, much bigger play. See, OpenAI isn't just building models anymore. It's now trying to build and control the entire AI-powered labor market.
And how they're going to do it? It's this classic three-step playbook. Step 1, create the demand. They're launching a massive AI certification program to upskill millions of people. Step 2, control the supply. Now you've got this huge verified pool of AI-fluent talent. And step 3, own the marketplace. They're launching an AI-powered hiring platform to connect that talent directly with businesses. Make no mistake, this is a direct shot at LinkedIn. It's a textbook vertical integration play to own the entire value chain that their own technology is creating.
Okay, so that splash from the titans, it's already sending out these powerful ripples. And the first one, it's a financial shockwave that has permanently changed the cost of doing business in AI. $1.5 billion. That is the absolutely staggering size of a settlement that the AI company Anthropic just agreed to pay. This isn't just a fine, you guys. This is a number so big it sets a brand new economic precedent for the entire field. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. This settlement is a massive signal flare. It's telling everyone that the days of just, grabbing whatever data you want from the internet to train your models, yeah, those days are over. The game has totally shifted from scraping to licensing. The fallout from this is pretty much immediate and it's far-reaching. While this is one of the biggest copyright recoveries in history, the really crucial detail is why. See, the court said the problem wasn't that they used books for training. The problem was where they got them, from pirate sites. This sets a powerful new precedent. The Wild West of data scraping is officially closed. From now on, every AI company has to formally license its training data, and that dramatically raises the costs and creates a huge barrier to entry for any startup that's hoping to compete. All right, so we've got new corporate deals, new rules for the money, but what about the tech that's actually making all this happen? The next ripple we're seeing is a series of breakthroughs in the AI toolbox itself, making these models smarter, faster, and way more integrated into our lives. And a perfect way to see this in action is the shift from AI as a passive advisor to an active collaborator. Just look at Anthropic's Claude. It's got new features that let it create files and remember context across long conversations. It's no longer just giving you answers, it's performing complex tasks for you. This is that agentic shift we keep hearing about, and it is a massive leap towards AI agents that can actually function in the real world. At the exact same time, we're seeing this massive split in how this technology is actually delivered to us. It's like two different philosophies clashing. On one side, you've got the cloud-first approach of Google and OpenAI, all about maximizing power in these huge data centers. And on the other side, you've got Apple's strategy with its new A19 chip. By building these powerful neural engines right into the hardware, Apple is betting everything on private, secure, on-device AI. This creates a really fundamental choice for all of us. Do you want raw power from the cloud, or do you want privacy on your device?
And as these models get more and more powerful, the next big challenge is making them affordable. And that's where something like Google's new speculative cascades technique comes in. The whole point here isn't about making the models smarter. It's about making them so ridiculously fast and cheap to run that they become economically viable for everyone to use everywhere. As the capabilities of these models start to look more and more similar, efficiency becomes the new battleground.
But what about making them smarter? For a little while now, there's been this big debate about whether just making AI models bigger and bigger was still worth the enormous cost. Well, a landmark new research paper pretty much just ended that debate.
So what did this paper find? It turns out that when you give these models long, complex tasks, they don't fail because of some big, catastrophic mistake. Nope, they fail because of a slow accumulation of tiny little mistakes. It's death by 1,000 cuts. And here's the kicker. The research discovered that making models bigger gives you non-diminishing returns when it comes to reliability. Bigger models are simply way more dependable, which is absolutely essential if businesses are ever going to trust them with mission-critical tasks. So we've seen the power plays, the economic shifts, and the tech breakthroughs. Now let's look at the final ripples, where these waves finally hit the shore and actually start reshaping our physical world, from the way our cities are built to the very way we do science.
Take a look at Pittsburgh, for example. It's basically creating a whole new playbook for cities that aren't Silicon Valley. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, they're getting smart. They're specializing in what they call physical AI, so robotics, autonomy, and they're leveraging their industrial past and the incredible research coming out of Carnegie Mellon. And with the entire state government jumping on board to use AI, plus major partnerships between companies and universities, Pittsburgh is building a really unique hub for AI excellence.
But maybe even more profoundly, AI is changing its entire role within science. It's like AI is graduating. It's no longer just a subject you study in computer science. It's becoming a foundational tool, an instrument for all scientific fields. It's really becoming the 21st century version of the microscope or the particle accelerator. It's a tool that's going to unlock totally new ways of discovering things and even start designing and running its own experiments. Which brings us to the horizon, and to the biggest question of them all. With this incredible acceleration, where is all of this actually heading? Everyone is talking about artificial general intelligence, or AGI, but it seems like nobody can agree on when, or even if, it's going to get here. And that disagreement is, wow, it's huge. I mean, look at this. You ask thousands of AI researchers, and their median guess for AGI is, 2040. But then you listen to the CEOs of the companies who are actually building these things, and they're talking about timelines between 2026 and 2029. That's not just a difference of opinion. That's like living in a different reality. So why is such a massive difference? It's because there are basically two different clocks ticking at the same time. You've got the research clock, which is cautious, it's methodical, and it's based on progress that's public and peer-reviewed. But then you've got the capital clock. And that clock is aggressive, it's urgent, and it's being driven by billions of dollars and unpublished internal results that we can't see. And this creates this incredible volatility and a huge challenge for policymakers who are stuck trying to figure out which clock to believe. So from a restructured partnership all the way to a new tool for science, we've traced the ripples of AI's great acceleration. But it all leads to this final, really uncertain moment. We have the cautious timeline of the academics running right alongside the breakneck pace of the industry leaders. So the question that leaves us with is, as we all look to the future, which clock should we be paying attention to? Which one are you watching?